Hello and welcome to Connolly Outdoors. Well, I am just stopped at Smoke Lake on my way to Algonquin Park to Mew Lake. And we just stopped here because it's such a beautiful location. And just wanted to let you guys know that we are going to get to the campsite where we're camping very shortly. We're just 15 minutes away, probably less. And we're going to get our stuff set up and we are going to get rolling. But I wanted to stop here and show you this view. So this is Smoke Lake. And technically this is our first spring camp, but you would never know it because it's snowing like crazy. It's extremely cold. And as you can see, Smoke Lake here is completely frozen and snowed over, but it's spring in Ontario. Anyways, we're gonna make our way to Mew Lake and start setting up. Okay, here we are at Mew Lake. It is cold. It's about -17, supposed to dip down even colder. This is supposed to be our first spring camp, but it's a continuation of winter camping because it's brutally cold. So we're not gonna waste any time because of the cold. We're gonna get set up and get the hot stove going and try to get some heat because it is bitterly cold here. But Mew Lake, beautiful. Gusty wind too. It's not all the time, it's gusting. That is cold. Okay, where's the door? Right here. Okay, turn it towards the middle more. So right here. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Okay, that's the door.
Take that corner out right there. And I'll take one over here.
Okay.
No!
Did we lose our pen?
No, I was right there, but it came out.
It broke.
Oh my god, it broke.
It's too windy there. We can't get it set up.
Oh. You have to peg this side so that the wind stops moving it so hard.
Yeah. Agree.
Put this tent through a lot.
Yep. Okay. There you go.
Okay, one sec. Okay, where's the middle?
There it is, right there. Where's the door? Is this the door?
Right there.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Get it, huh? Okay, what do we need to
Take out
right, well, Liam and I are already exhausted and it's just 5:15. We've only been here for a few hours. We're already beat. That setup was brutal. I don't know if you saw much of it because it was really hard to film because the stands that we put our phones on kept getting knocked over with the wind. And we did our best to try and film, but it was really difficult. The tent was blowing like crazy. Anyways, we finally got the tent pegged in. It's about -17, -18 right now. It's extremely cold, so that was a very difficult setup. We got the stove going. It's a lot warmer in here now than what it was earlier, so we're happy. Liam's having a dehydrated meal right now because he's starving, but I am going to make some dinner for us. And I got a special recipe to go with these fettuccines. So have a little bit of water, relax for a little bit, and then I'm really hungry as well. So I'm going to make some dinner very soon. Now I am going to make the dinner. So I got some fettuccine. And I'm going to put some chicken broth in here. A little bit of chicken broth in with the water. Might need more, we'll see. Could take a little while for that to heat up. I got broccoli. I got a little bit of butter. I got some cream cheese to go in at the end. I got some garlic. And I got chicken strips to go in. And at the very end, to top it all off, I got some cheese. So I am really hungry. Liam and I are starving, so we've been working so hard here today that now we've built up quite an appetite. So I'm just boiling this up and then gonna start cooking. Water's boiled. Let's get this fettuccine in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to boil this. Then I'm going to add the other ingredients to it and then strain it out at the end. It's boiling up pretty quick. All right, we're going to throw some pre-cooked chicken. I'm going to throw some of that in there. Maybe a couple more little pieces. I'll save some for Liam. Oh, I'm still using it.
Of course you are.
Nothing wrong with it. And we're going to put some broccoli in there.
Broccoli.
Okay. I'm going to put a little bit of butter in there.
Butter. That's a lot of butter.
Not that much. I'm going to put some cream cheese in. You want garlic in yours too, Liam?
Yeah, I'll take some garlic.
Like I said, I'm going to drain the water out at the end, but I'm just cooking everything in the water. And then at the end, drain the water out. I'm going to put the cream cheese in after I drain the water out and put the mozzarella cheese. So we got broccoli, fettuccine, butter, garlic, and chicken in there. And it's cooking up and it's looking good. I am so hungry. I can't wait to eat this. After it is cooked up, I am going to drain the water, put some cream cheese and mozzarella cheese on it. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, this is gonna be delicious. I'm really looking forward to this. Doesn't look that great in the water, but once it's drained, it'll be fine. Just give that a couple more minutes, drain it, top it with some mozzarella cheese. Good to go. Coming along beautifully. I'm gonna drain it in about a minute. There we go. Looks fantastic. That looks great. Yeah. Yeah, that's really nice. I'll put that on there. Oops, might want to flatten that out. Oh, that looks good. I'm gonna flatten that out. There we go. See how much of this I can actually fit on this plate. Might need a second plate. Well, I'm gonna eat that for now. Put some cheese on this. There we go. That is gonna be awesome. All right, well, we're gonna give this a try. It looks good. Let's get some noodles. Some chicken, some cheese. Wow, I can't put that all in my mouth though. It's bigger than I expected. Let's try it. That's great. Like I said, it didn't look great when I was cooking it, but the final product, this is excellent. Wow. And here's the extra one right here, which Liam could have, but I think he's going to make some of his own. All right, I'm gonna eat this and then I'll get back to you guys shortly. I enjoyed that meal, it was really awesome. Liam's gonna make his meal the exact same thing, but he wants to cook it for himself, which I totally understand. Stove's going nice. It is cold in here. Unfortunately, we got some draft issues and we can't really resolve them because while there is a lot of snow here, actually about a foot of snow, it's crunchy, crisp snow, which is not very good for putting on a snow skirt. So as a result, it's very drafty and it's pretty cold in here, even with the stove going. We do have a buddy heater with us. I forgot the 20-pound propane tank, but I remembered the little 1-pound tanks. So on low, that'll last, you know, up to 6 hours if on low. If I keep it on low, 2 to 3 hours on high. So my plan is to try not to use the buddy heater until we go to bed, turn the buddy heater on and, you know, swap out the tank throughout the night. And then, of course, get up really early, 4 or 5 in the morning to get this stove going, because it's going to be one of the coldest nights I think we've ever spent in the hot tent. No doubt. So here is the awesome view that we have from just outside of our tent. Beautiful, frozen over, snowy Mew Lake. It is unbelievably cold out here, and we're feeling it, especially when you get warmed up. You're working so hard, and then you get warmed up, and you go in the tent, and when you go in the tent, you get warm because the tent is so warm with the hot tent, or the hot stove rather. And then you come out here and you're like, holy moly, it's even colder. Or at least it feels even colder. It might not be actually colder. It's probably the same, about minus 17 out here right now. But anyways, we are just going to cruise around outside for a little bit. And then I think Liam's going to make his second meal. And then we are in the hot tent pretty much for the night to stay warm just because of the cold out here. Isn't that right, Liam? Employment guy. Liam got himself a full-time job for the summer. Working with trees. Right up his alley. Awesome. Just giving you guys a little tour of our campsite exterior. As you can see, this crispy snow that I was talking about earlier, you can't really, I mean, we've got a little bit down, and we're gonna try and put a branch down, and well, Liam seems to have found a twig or two. But anyways, we're trying to keep the tent skirts secure, but it is difficult because there's just no, you know, heavy wet snow. That's ideal for a tent skirt, but what can you do? There's not much we can do. We're not going to be using this tonight because it is just too darn cold, and we're not sitting outside. We're just going to stay in the tent, I think, from the rest of the evening on. But it is a beautiful night. Despite the cold, it is a beautiful night, and the lake view is amazing. I'd actually really love to see this view in the summer. I think it would be just amazing. Hands are cold just from being out there for a few minutes. Back in here where it's warm. You can see that stove is going nice. Yeah. All right, well, I made myself a coffee just because I'm so tired that I felt like I needed a coffee. Liam's got his mango juice, he's got water, he's got stuff to drink, but I'm just having a coffee, and now we're just in relaxation mode. This is the best part of the camp. It's about 7:15, 7:30. Liam, what time is it? Okay, 7:15. We got light for a little while longer. This is technically spring. We are in spring. You would never know it though, with the cold and the snow and everything where we are. We're way up north from where we live. And we're doing fine now. We had a rough start getting the tent set up and getting the stove, warming this up. But Liam came up with a fantastic idea of putting the ice inside of those ice little balls that we had, putting them inside the tent on the skirt, so that I'll show you what I mean. You can see here on the inside. Normally those go on the outside, but it just wasn't working, so we put them on the inside. Now thing is they're probably gonna melt just because of the fact that it is warming up in here, but maybe not, because temperature wise it's much colder on the ground in here than it is anywhere else. So we're hoping that the ice doesn't melt to keep our skirt trapping the warm air in here. We will see. I just want it to last a night. I don't care if in the morning it's melted and you know, it's a little bit cooler in here, but during the night when you're sleeping, there's nothing worse than freezing your tail off. So we got the buddy heater going, we got a plan. I'll unveil my plan a little bit later. Right now, watch a little bit of hockey and relax. Have my coffee. That's the plan. I love winter camping. All right, we got that stove fully cranked. Fans and everything. And we got lava cakes warming up. As you can see right there, yeah. So we're gonna eat those momentarily. We're trying to get warm in here. We have the tent skirt pretty secure now. All right, so we've got this tent battened down pretty good. Because it's just so cold and the draft is brutal. But now, as you can see, it's battened down nice. So the snow skirt, we took some logs and some wood that we found around the actual campsite and the logs from our extra logs that we have for our stove, and we put them on the tent so that we can prevent that draft, because that's what's freezing us out. And I'm starting to feel it getting warmer now. Buddy heater is going on tonight, but I'm waiting to put that buddy heater on because I only got those little tanks instead of the 20-pounder. So as a result, they're not going to last as long as a 20-pound tank. So I'm going to have to swap them out, as I mentioned earlier. But right now, it is finally starting to get warm in here, eh, Liam?
Yep.
Finally. It's about 8:40 and Liam and I are having a lava cake dessert. I warmed it up as best I could on the hot stove, and now we're going to give it a try. Oops, I just dumped some of it out. Let's give it a try. Well, I wouldn't say it's hot. It's a little bit warm, but at least the middle part melted. So I am getting some lava, which is nice. Yeah, it's fine. I just wanted the lava to be somewhat warm, and it is, so we're good. So it's not too bad temperature-wise in here right now. The hot stove is definitely doing its job finally. So we're gonna eat these desserts and just chill for the rest of the night, pretty much. It is really dark. It's about 9:15, and as you can see, as soon as I move away from the tent, it's pitch black out here. You can't see a thing. Cannot see a thing. Wow. Beautiful. I don't think you can see them. No, you can't see them, but stars are amazing tonight. It's a very clear, beautiful sky. Wow. You can't see them, but the stars are amazing. Whew. Beautiful night, extremely cold.
All right, last load up of the night. Oh, that wood is black. Jeez. Put a bunch of small kindling in there, since there's no room for big pieces. Any more?
Close it up.
No, I'm saying, do you want me to put in any more?
No. All right, well, we have had an awesome evening here. One of the things that we love about winter camping is just being in the tent at night. It's so quiet, it's so calm. Our tent is finally heated up. We've got the stove full blast. I finally got the log that I wanted to get in there in it, and it's nice and warm in here. It's actually really hot in here, to be totally honest, but we all know that that's going to go away quick. We got the buddy heater, we got the stove, and everything is great. And now it's time to say goodnight. I decided to move the buddy heater, I'll show you, further away because it was actually quite hot when the buddy heater was really close to us. So I got it set up over there, fairly close to Liam, fairly close to me, closer to him than me. Stove is blazing, and now it's time for us to say goodnight. I'll see you guys in the morning, unless, you never know, something happens at night. It has happened before, but I'm hoping not. But I'll be up early, stoking the stove, probably changing out the canister, the 1 pound propane tank on the buddy heater too. So, all right guys, good night. Good morning. It was a cold one last night. Really cold. I can't speak for Liam, but I was warm in the sleeping bag. But the air in the tent was so cold it felt like, you know, the same temperature as what it was outside. So it went down to about minus, I don't know, I think it was around minus 20 Celsius, and it felt cold inside the tent. I just couldn't heat it up. The buddy heater was overwhelmed. Just could not withstand that kind of cold. I had to get up several times through the night to flip out the 1 pound propane canisters on the buddy heater, start the stove, go to the bathroom, etc., etc. Did not sleep well. I was up so many times. And the cold didn't help. But I have to admit, actually in the sleeping bag, I was comfortable, I was warm. I mean, I had 2 or 3 pairs of socks on, these thermal pants, long johns. I had a thermal shirt on, this green jacket. I mean, I was pretty well suited to be comfortable in there. It's just that the air in the actual tent was just so darn cold. But anyways, I thought I'd just come out here and have a coffee and give you guys an update, because I can't talk when I'm in there, because out of respect to Liam, because he's still sleeping. But it was a great evening, though. We had a great evening last night. Great time. Oh, just dealing with this cold here has been interesting. This is supposed to be spring. And it's one of our coldest camps yet. So, I mean, unbelievable. When you go up north, you know, from where we live in Ontario, the temperature, it takes a while to warm up here. I mean, I think it was 3 days ago or 4 days ago, it was 23 degrees where I live. And now it's minus 20 here. So completely different. But moving forward, this is going to be our last hot tent winter camp. Moving forward, we're into spring. We'll be camping in much warmer conditions, and we're really looking forward to it. I love winter camping, but just like anything, you always look forward to doing something different and something new. Well, I'm gonna have a little breakfast. Leftovers from yesterday to start. I'm gonna have some oatmeal later. I'll make Liam something later when he wakes up. I'm just gonna have some of these leftovers. I mean, it was like a fridge in here, so I know all this food's fine. All right, so I'm gonna eat this. Might make some oatmeal too. He's not gonna be up for a little while. It's about 8:15. I'm gonna wake him up at 9:30 if he doesn't wake up on his own. And eat this and relax. Oh, it's warm over here. Ooh. It's getting hot in here now for the first time. Usually when you go hot tent camping, you're always complaining about it being too hot. This is the first time in the entire camp that I can honestly say it's hot in here. I'm not complaining though. It's pretty darn hot in here now, but after what I went through, I'm not complaining. Whoa, my pants are really heated up. Holy moly, I gotta move away from this. Ooh, that is some hot coming out of there. It's weird. It's like the heat is so intense over here. I guess it's the combination of this is where the main part of the heat is coming from. So this side is quite a bit warmer than over there. Plus sitting over on my cot, I'm quite a bit further away from the stove than sitting this close here. All these things factor in. Makes for an interesting camp though. All right, well, Liam is up. He's having his breakfast. I'm starting to pack up because we're gonna go to Lake of Two Rivers. And then after that, on our way home, we're gonna stop for some ice cream. We're gonna go to Weber's, grab some hamburgers. And if we have time, we're gonna hit Cabela's in Barrie on the way home. It all depends on time, we will see. But right now, tear down time. All right, well, that's where the hot tent was. We are all done for this particular campsite. Beautiful, whoops, slippery. Beautiful, beautiful campsite though. We really enjoyed ourselves. The cold was difficult, that's for sure, but we did enjoy ourselves, eh, Liam?
That's right.
Goodbye, Mew Lake. We actually have never seen this lake, I don't think, other than under these conditions. We've never been here in the summer, so we'll have to check it out sometime in the summer. Anyways, we're gonna go to Lake of Two Rivers and check that place out. All right, so we are at Lake of Two Rivers, and this is our final goodbye to winter camping for this season. Our next camps are, we're looking at doing some stealth and some spring camping, and we're really excited to get out into a regular tent and not as cold. And I mean, that was a difficult camp with the cold. I lost a bunch of pegs in the process of taking them out. They broke. They were so frozen into the ground that when I was trying to get them out, they broke. So I lost a bunch of pegs on this camp. No big deal, I can replace them. But anyways, Lake of Two Rivers is a beautiful, beautiful spot, so I decided to come down here. It's just a couple minutes down the road from where we were at Mew Lake, and this is where I wanted to say goodbye. So thanks very much for watching, and as always, keep camping, keep subscribing. I'm on the road to 1,000. Thank you very much. See ya.